Hello and thanks for joining us. There are plenty of people who have benefited from the oil boom in North Dakota.
But there are also plenty of concerns with the trains that transport that oil. And Eric Nelson has more on a story with ties both locally and regionally.
When things go wrong, they go very wrong. I mean, you've seen fairly major crashes and large fires.
There is a fear that the North Dakota oil boom could produce a different kind of boom in the northwest suburbs.
If that type of thing were to happen in a densely populated area like Crystal, that could be very, very, very bad.
Approximately 8 to 9 trains rumble through Crystal every day, carrying combustible Bakken crude oil.
We've been lucky here. We haven't had a disaster like they had in Quebec where 47 people died.
A derailment and explosion could have devastating consequences.
You would have a lot of property damage. Sometimes these things explode, and you've got quite the radius of where the explosion happens. And then you've got to deal with the cleanup in the aftermath.
There are two concerns here in Crystal: the frequency of the oil trains coming down the tracks and their proximity to nearby neighborhoods. Today in Minneapolis,
to make our communities safer,
Minnesota Senator Franken and Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin were part of a roundtable discussion on oil trains.
We've been lucky, and we don't want to rely on luck. That's not our job.
They want tougher guidelines and regulations, and they believe the time to act
is now.
10 minutes from now, we could get a call saying we've had an explosion in one of the many populated areas of Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Crystal City Council member Jeff Kolb believes trains should not be the only option for transporting oil.
We'd also like to look at other solutions such as oil pipelines that would actually decrease the number of trains that are coming through our community.
In Crystal, I'm Eric Nelson, Channel 12 News.
Politicians also have concerns about infrastructure and the ability of first responders to get to the scene of an accident.